We have an office where people, organizations coming from South Africa go into the office and get some basic information about what's going on. Our members also go to the office there to find out things about South Africa. We provide assistance with people who want to travel out to South Africa in terms of visas and so on. We also have a close relationship with South African Airways, for example, and even have some good pricing policies with them. So basically what we're saying is that the chamber itself does provide a specific series of service for our members.
Nigeria has, of course, been experiencing a lot of security tensions at the moment. How is this, if at all, having any effect on the investment potential of Nigeria?
My take is that the security, whilst it shouldn't be ignored, it is still very regional within the country. And foreign direct investment in terms of investment in physical assets is taking place in the south, southwest, southeast, south-south. That's going on. And obviously there's a tendency that people are pulling back a bit in the northern regions. Investment in terms of more financial type investments, people just putting in money into the local economy for locals to do whatever it is they need to do. I think that itself is flowing and people still see that it's a good opportunity.
Economically, although growing at a lesser rate, South Africa is doing better than Nigeria. What can Nigeria learn from South Africa in terms of improving its trade relations?
I think the starting point obviously is with the government, and like I mentioned at the start of the meeting, we have a binational going on right now, and I know that we have a small contingent of our members who've gone across to Cape Town to participate in a sort of a private sector forum with the Nigerian Vice President. And the whole idea of that is to sit around and just see what's it that's really bothering us. Let's put aside the figures and the statistics and the data and talk about relationships and looking at processes and looking at those things that tend to get in the way. The South African Consul General did mention about this concept of reciprocity, about the fact that we need to be able to do unto ourselves what we expect from others, so to speak. And really the bottom line is that there seems to be some inequity in that, in that sometimes you find that on the South African side there's a positive response, and on the Nigerian side there's a positive response. That is, both sides tend to be doing a lot more than the other in various areas. The answer to that is that we really got to start with the government. What is the government's position? The kind of relationship that the governments want to have with each other. And you find that people will tend to follow what happens at that governmental diplomatic level. From a business point of view, it is very clear that South Africa has made tremendous inroads into Africa, your ShopRites, your MTNs, your Stanbics, and so on and so forth. And there's a lot of that that's going on. And there's some smaller organizations that are finding that Nigeria is a good place to come and invest physically. Now, in terms of how much is going on in South Africa itself from the Nigerian side, obviously that depends very much on what Nigeria itself has to offer. But, the policies are different. In Nigeria, you can come in and set 100% owned Nigerian company. In South Africa, you really cannot. And if you do, there are issues about black economic empowerment, about whether you can get government jobs, whether you can get contracts, and so on. So there's a tendency sometimes for Nigerians to feel that it's not balanced. But the thing is that it isn't targeted at Nigerians, it's just the South African policy. And unless with issues like the binationals, the specific arrangements that are made between both countries, you'll find that from an investment point of view, it's more favorable to come into Nigeria for South Africans than it is for Nigerians to go into South Africa.